I found this lesson interesting. Functions of nouns. What do I mean by functions of nouns? A noun in a sentence can be a subject. Let me give you an example. Look at the photo. When you say, Nathan is holding the chips. Nathan is the guy on the left side, the one that you can't see properly. Nathan in this case is the subject. Why the subject? Because Nathan is the person who's doing the verb. What is the verb here? Is holding. Who is holding? Nathan. So the person or the thing that is doing the verb is called the subject. A noun can also be an object. Chips, in this case, is the object or the thing that is being held. So it is the object. So an object is the thing or the person that's been acted upon, that is receiving the verb. So the subject is the person or the thing that is doing the verb. The object is the person or the thing that is receiving the verb. So a noun can be a subject and it can be an object. Have we finished? No, we haven't finished. Because an object can be different things as well. It can be a direct object. A direct object is when you have two objects. One of them is the main one. Let me give you an example. The waiter gave Nathan the chips. So in this case, the waiter is the subject, gave is the verb, chips is the direct object. Why? Because it is the person or the thing that is receiving the verb. What is the thing that's being given? It is the chips. It's the main object. But it gets confusing when you have what we call the indirect object. The indirect object in this sentence is Nathan. We do not have only one object, we have two objects. The first one is the chips, and the second one is Nathan. These two are objects, but one of them is called the direct object, and the other one is called the indirect object. So the direct object is receiving the verb from the subject. The indirect object is receiving the direct object. If you want to confirm which is which, you can simply replace this sentence by a sentence that includes a preposition. For example, listen to this one. The waiter gave the chips to Nathan. This sentence and the sentence above it mean the exact same thing. The noun that's after the preposition is your indirect object. You can also call it the object of a preposition, which means it is the noun that is following a preposition. A preposition is like to, for, at, in, on, out, these ones. So an indirect object can be an object of a preposition if it is used like the third sentence. Okay, so you use this technique if you want to determine which one is the indirect object and which one is the direct object. So these are the three different types of objects in the English language. Have we finished? No, we haven't finished. I told you that a noun can be a subject or an object. Nouns can also be what we call subject complements. A complement is something that completes something. So here we mean we can use these nouns to complete the meaning of the subject. Let me give you an example. Joe Biden is a president. Now, Joe Biden is the subject, is the verb. The word president here is not an object because it's not receiving the verb. It's not receiving the action of the verb because the verb itself is not an action verb. There's no giving and receiving here. This one is called a linking verb. This means Joe Biden equals president. So a noun can be a subject complement. Nouns can also be used as object complements. When we spoke about subject complement, we said it's something that completes the meaning of the subject. Here, it is going to be something that completes the meaning of the object. When you say Americans elected Biden president, Americans is the subject. Elected is the verb. Biden is the object. So what is president? It is something that gives extra information about the object. Americans elected Biden what? President. I'm not saying all object complements are nouns because we can have adjectives. as object complements. For example, I found this lesson interesting. I is the subject. Found is the verb. This lesson is the object. Interesting is giving extra pieces of information about this lesson. So it is an object complement. So a noun can be used as a subject, as an object, as a subject complement, as an object complement. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like it, please hit the subscribe button and watch these 2 videos here. And don't forget to share and comment.